It all started with a single DM from one of my friends asking if I wanted to join my school's Minecraft server. Now, this invite caught me by surprise because I was under the presumption that I was the only weird kid at school, but I guess there's more of us. I accepted the invitation, not really expecting much. But what soon followed was, well, I guess you'll just have to see. When I logged on, I immediately started gathering gear, prepping for a fight. The server had started the night before, meaning I would be at a gear disadvantage compared to the rest of the players. I knew I'd be in trouble soon because this was an anarchy server, meaning there are essentially no rules. Apparently. Yes, yeah, that was foreshadowed. For now, I just collected gear. I feel like these will be important in the future. Went to the nether and found a fortress. Oh, fortress. Finding a fortress this quickly was important because here I could collect blaze rods and nether wart, 2 essentials for strength potions which I would need to PvP. How many wither skeletons are there? Okay, let's be kinda careful. And while there were a bunch of wither skeletons, I could use some flawless tech I learned in my speedrunning days to take care of. Oh, it's over. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, I might have tried to water bucket clutch in the nether. Unfortunately for me, this death meant more than a minor setback. I've been on a quest to prove that I'm not as bad as people say I am. And on the different server I play on, I haven't worn armor the entire season. On this server, I gave myself 3 lives and I had already lost one in the first hour. Fortunately, I had made the trek back to my stuff safely and the only item that had been burnt, I think I lost my stone shovel and that was it. That's actually crazy. Well, it turns out that the loss of my stone shovel was actually tragic because when I was collecting nether wart later, I needed to mine the soul sand so I could plant more later. And you know what tool I needed at that exact moment? Rest in peace, stone shovel. You will be remembered. During this time, I was paranoid of running into other players because I was still very undergeared. I knew that players were in the nether because of multiple chat messages, but so far, I hadn't run into anybody. Yeah. I'm gonna make a sword and boots. I think that's the smartest option here. All my enchants are low-key bad though. Oh no. There are people in the fortress. They're here. They're lucky just right here. Am I cooked? Okay, let's just take a second to assess the situation I'm in right now. I'm in iron armor and there are 2 players right next to me literally drooling at the thought of an easy kill. Surely it can't get any worse. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to pull something crazy to get out of this one. Cue the intense music. I'm golden appling. I'm dead here. They both just logged, no way. Okay, if they log back in, they're dead. No way, we actually got him with that. Somehow, against literally all the odds, I dunked the ops in lava and made them combat log in a 2v1. Remember when I said this at the start of the video? Like these will be important in the future. Oh yeah, I really foreshadowed that one, didn't I? Like if you agree. The fact that they hadn't logged on yet made me scared because that meant one of 2 things. The first was that they could be waiting for me to leave or log off, which doesn't make sense because I can just trap their logout with more lava like I did. The second possibility was that they were sending another player to come check to see if the logout was safe. Now I can't lie, even though I did just win the 2v1, my element of surprise would be gone because they could just tell the other player my location, gear, and strategies. Because of this, I was literally quivering in my boots, hoping that nobody showed up. In the meantime, I started digging a massive crater underneath their logout, partly because I like digging holes, and partly so that they could die to fall damage instead of lava. That way, I could steal their clothes when they died. In the meantime, I just kept digging the hole until... Oh no, we might be cooked. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so let me explain my thought process here. In case you didn't see that, a name tag had flashed on screen for a split second, meaning the 2 combat loggers from earlier had given their location to this guy in hopes of being saved. Since he had removed the lava, I was paranoid that the other 2 were gonna log on, turning this simple 1v1 into an unwinnable 3v1. I quickly mine out the blocks so that if they do log on, they'd get instantly fall trapped. And then here, I go in for a few swings just to test out his PvP skills. It's at this point where I realized I'm low-key cooked. He just did over half my health in 2 swings, and he has better armor and weapons than me. I'm realizing now that I need some sort of advantage to win this fight, so I try to go underneath him for a surprise attack. And it definitely surprised him because right here, he literally just drops his axe in front of me. I try to pick it up, but my inventory's full. They logged. They genuinely just logged. If that left you unsatisfied, you are feeling exactly how I felt in this moment. I had been robbed of 2 kills already, and now a third had just barely managed to disappear before my eyes. But if gambling had taught me anything, it was to never give up. I knew that if I waited long enough, he would eventually come back. So... At this point, I really didn't know what to do. He had logged on another 2 times, and yet I still wasn't able to get a hit on him. I knew that as long as I was online, he wouldn't join again. Which is when I realized... Wait, I actually have a genius play. Wait, what if I log off, and then I log back on? By logging off, my name wouldn't show up in the players list, which would make him think that I wasn't online. Then, when he logs on, I could quickly rejoin and ambush him. I'm just gonna sit here reloading the server till I see that guy back on. He's on, he's actually on. Please, let me try, please. Oh, that's actually so devious. I was out of strategies. Now he knew exactly what I was doing and would just log out every time I joined. Defeated, I went back to keep mining my trap, which is when I realized I like digging holes. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna butt in this entire thing. Okay. I'm actually excited to see. If he falls for this. He's on. Please tell me he died. No, he actually logged off. Wait, what? Did he live? He had somehow managed to successfully log on and off without dying. In past versions of the game, doing this would give you a few seconds of invincibility, making you immortal. However, due to my expert skill and knowledge of the game, I knew that in this specific version, as soon as he hit the floor, he would instantly die. So I waited patiently for him to log on. He's on again. He has to be dead. Yes, he died, he actually died. We actually got him. Oh, that's actually so crazy. That we got that kill. Wait, I just realized we just looted full diamond off of this guy. This was genuinely crazy. I had outplayed these 3 players and had earned myself a full set of diamond gear. That day, I finished off by digging more holes and putting magma and lava at the bottom. I was determined to make them pay for 2v1ing an innocent player and make them think twice about trying to kill me again. Once I was done, I logged off, excited for the next day. And yeah, I'll log off here. Unfortunately for me, the next day wasn't that exciting. I found a village, I tried to make a base by digging another hole, and then I grinded a trial chamber for the next 2 hours. Since the mace is genuinely the most overpowered weapon in the game, on this server only one can exist at a time. I tried to get it, but unfortunately luck wasn't on my side and I wasn't able to. I just had to hope that nobody else got it and I would try again tomorrow. Day 3 was different because today there are actual people online and you may recognize some of them. I'd have to be extra careful since they would definitely kill me without hesitation. Luckily, I didn't have to worry about where they were because they immediately started going on a killing rampage. I knew that the smart thing to do was to stay away, as finding them would mean another 3v1 but with actual geared players this time. That was when I would get into a call with Doofus and hear a crucial piece of information.
Yo.
Hi.
Bro, I was living just like chilling in the nether and they killed me.
Wait, were they like really geared?
Yeah, bro, they're in like full nether, right?
No way, bro. Oh, they're actually stacked. I'm still in iron.
Bro, I even had the mace too, bro.
You had it? Oh no.
Honestly, bro, I don't care about any of my stuff, I just want the mace.
shoot. Oh, that is not good. Oh no. So it turns out that Doofus was actually the one who had gotten the mace, but had now just lost it to Impulse, Scout, and Canadian. If I was closer, I could try to come help, but I'd also probably get dropped like instantly. I don't think I can take that with my iron armor. I knew that I was severely undergeared and would probably die instantly. So I naturally got the coordinates to their location and made the trek over. Woohoo! There's probably no chance that I could kill any of them, but I couldn't just let them get away with the mace. I had to step up, be brave, and... Oh, they're all three! Oh no! Yeah, I'm low-key an idiot. They're all there! Oh, they're looking at me funny. Oh no, it might be over. Oh no! That's not good.
After you?
Yeah, they're chasing me. There's another one. Oh, it's so over. It's so over. Oh, they're like genuinely chasing. They really want to kill me.
Because I have a sharp 5 axe.
Oh wait, are they waiting for me?
Yeah, they are. Oh, I'm actually dead. I think I'm dead here.
Join, try join.
Oh, you got it.
Dang it, I was gonna...
Oh, I'm getting maced
on
on.
my chest plate either. Because I was gonna go freaking upgrade my chest. Oh, bro, that's insane.
Oh, you're kidding. I died to a pearl. It did too much damage. And just like that, I had lost my second life. This was bad. I only have one more life, meaning I would have to be as careful as possible. But like, genuinely, what was I thinking? I knew they outgeared me. I knew they had more players than me. I knew that it was a bad idea. And yeah, I had still rushed in blindly, and it had cost me.
If they had the mace, they're the most powerful team on the server right now.
When I respawned, I found that my villagers had turned to zombies. Like, since I didn't have any more, I had to grab everything I could and relocate to a different village. Alright, sounds good. I'll try it. Oh, I found a village! Once I found the village, I knew that this was the place I would gear up for the next week. With the end fight being announced to take place in 7 days, I knew that I would need to be as geared as possible in order to take down these 3 players. So I picked a house to make the perfect base in and got to work.
Bro, I wasted a notch ample on you, Spark.
Though I was making good progress on the base, it had taken days to make. I knew why I had put myself through this. It was to take revenge on the 3 players who had tried to steal from me at my weakest. So you can imagine my surprise when just a few days later, all of them were permanently banned off of the server. Now, this was an issue for one big reason. I need to upload. It's been like 2 years. Without the 3 players, I had no reason to log on to the server. So I constructed a long, thoughtful message in order to get them unbanned.
Wait. Is there any way they get unbanned? Wait. Simp.
Apparently, these players had gotten banned for using an unfair mod, Minimap, which allowed them to see the location of players near them. Now, while they were technically cheating, I felt that the ban wasn't right because there wasn't even a rules channel at the time, so they had no way of knowing that it was banned. After all, this was a so-called anarchy server. Eventually, after 2 days of discussion, it was agreed that they would no longer use the mod and would be unbanned from the server, promising not to use cheats again. So, there's that issue solved. I hope this doesn't come up later. At this point, I had been non-stop farming, trading, and breeding. Wait, hold on. Even though I was making good progress on my gear, I was still nowhere near as stacked as the other team, who had somehow been putting in more hours than me. Every time I logged on, they were on. When I logged off, they'd continue playing. I realized that if I was going to take this team down, I couldn't do it alone. So I called up my friend Doofus. I knew that the 2 of us could beat the 3 of them if we just got equal gear. At this point, I had armor, pearls, and tools for my villagers as well as the potions I got really early on. However, I was missing what I needed to carry the most of, golden apples. While they would allow me to survive against literally hundreds of attackers, they were also very, very expensive, which is why I had like 3. Hey, massive disclaimer, and no, this is not a subscriber plug. I wish it was. My editing timeline is supposed to look like this, but it actually looks like this. See how that red? Yeah, that's missing footage. Last year my hard drive corrupted and I lost like 4 to 5 years worth of footage and a bunch of other random stuff. It cost like $400, $500 to fix, and so it's pretty safe to say it's probably not going to see the light of day anytime soon. So then you might be wondering, how did you just watch the last 15 minutes if all of it is gone? Well, last week I was going through my files and I just randomly found a full export of like the first 15 minutes of the video in my files, which is what you just watched. And I think I exported it in like a really low quality, so it didn't include a lot of changes and polishing. It's also like straight up missing 5 minutes, but I was just happy that some part of the videos I had worked on in the last year was still like slightly recoverable, which is why I chose to upload it here. This was going to be a main channel video, and I decided not to do that because I'm uploading on there like this week. I do also have an export of like the first 15 minutes of a different video that I could also upload on here. I don't know if that's something people want to see because it's like, I don't know, I made it like 2-3 years ago. It's actually ancient, but it'd be kind of similar to this and where it would just like end abruptly after like having a fully structured video. Anyways, I would completely understand if you've already stopped watching because like ain't nobody trying to watch this, to be honest. There is like a tiny bit more of it, but most of it is like missing media. So it's like kind of terrible. So you can stop watching now. Fortunately, I'll probably never have to deal with an issue like this again, so I guess it's only up from here. I would be like genuinely shocked if anyone watched to the end for some reason because there really isn't an end and half of it is missing. But yeah, I'm uploading very, very soon, within the next like week, so that'll be on my main channel. So if you somehow are subscribed to this channel and not the main one, like you should definitely go there because I'm dropping an actual video that is like not scuffed. Okay, it's a little scuffed, but like, anyways. An hour before the end fight, somebody revealed something devastating. The End Crystal, the item I hinted at earlier for being the most overpowered thing in the game. It literally one-shots the best armor you can possibly obtain. Fortunately, there are 2 items that can make the End Crystal a tiny bit less overpowered. The first one is totems. So 1 hour before the end fight, I did some raids and made sure to stock my ender chest with as many totems as I could. The second item to combat end crystals was turtle master potions. These handy little drinks reduce all forms of damage by an insane amount, essentially numbing you from all pain. Kinda like drugs. So 30 minutes before the end fight, instead of grinding more golden apples or getting more potions, I was breeding turtles. You see, in order to brew a turtle master potion, you need a turtle helmet. And in order to get a turtle helmet, you need 5 scutes. And to get these scutes, you need to breed turtles, wait for them to lay eggs, and finally wait for them to hatch. Then, once they hatch, you have to wait even more. Like, what is this, turtle daycare simulator? I literally bred turtles, went to a trial chamber for 20 minutes, came back, and they still hadn't hatched. Fun fact, did you know that a baby turtle is called a hatchling? Anyways, after waiting for even longer, eventually the eggs started to hatch and the turtles started to grow. At this point, I had been gathering materials for turtle master potions for a very long time. So long, in fact, that while I was turtle farming, the end fight had literally started. Fortunately, only one person had gone in so far, but my teammates for the end fight, Doofus and Churro, were not happy that I was still thousands of blocks away. But eventually, I really was on my way, and all of us were in the stronghold together, ready to go in. We really didn't know what to expect. They could be ready to one-shot us with the mace, blow us up with end crystals, or even some other overpowered thing we hadn't thought of. But we couldn't just sit there and do nothing, so no matter what, we had to enter the end. Alright.
Wait, why are my pants off?
Okay. Why would you start like that?
Oh, I was trying to mace you.
Okay, you better say something quick before the video ends.
Well, after that, X-Prec never saw his school the same way. He lost his teaching license and was fired shortly after.
What? Who are you? Okay, anyways.
Alright, you gotta explain that. I mean, include that. Oh, I'm bridge swapping.